Hey guys, Jeff Ryan here, having some fun with the Batmobiles. Having some fun here. I remember, again, very vividly, Christmas morning, like 1969, us three kids not knowing what Dad was doing, and we come up to the table and we see the Batmobile rolling around the table. I was hooked. I was absolutely hooked. Being a kid at that time, the Batmobile, you know what I mean? Just unreal. Aurora did such a good job at reproducing it. I've always loved it. And I've said this many times. I really like what they did, but I think they missed the boat. Being the only car at the time that was a flamethrower that everybody knew, I thought that they should have put a red light in the back just to make it a flamethrower. So that led to me making my own Batmobile. And this is before I knew about black Alumilite. I did this one in tan. And I thought, hey, I bet you I can get a light back there. And I do, I have, and it works, and it's wonderful. I love it because when you hit the juice there and you see that red light come out of the back, that's the Batmobile. That's what that's the Batmobile. And so it was such a fun learning project, curve type of thing. I thought some of you guys might want to take it on yourself, hence the giveaway that I did a couple weeks ago. So just for fun, and I didn't originate this, I saw online some enthusiast painted his Batmobile up with Batman and Robin in it, and going, wow, incredible, absolutely incredible. So I gave a go at it, and I'm just looking at the windshields. Look at the bubbles in the windshields. This is well before 2000, guys. This is well before 2000. I got better as things went. I got to such a degree of good making these things to where I thought, let's have some fun with it. That was the premise for the stretch. It's just goofy. It's goofy. But is it fun? Yeah, it works great. It goes around the track. And I also got the beacon light. I've got the turbo light, Catwoman, Batgirl getting freaky in the back there, Alfred driving, and again, Batman around painting up. And it wasn't it was just a time-consuming type of project. Again, that's why I thought somebody might want to do a fun Batmobile. Now, when I did the Batmobile giveaway, I had one ready to go. I had both the black head, two black heads. I had the front windshield, back windshield, neodymium magnets, the light, the whole package like that, ready to go. Everything except for like the chassis. And Scott Weiss rose his hand and said, hey, listen, I'd love to give it a shot. So I sent it to him. And then several days later, another viewer wanted one, so I sent a whole other package out. So Scott's got his done. We're going to review it. We're going to see how well he did. And okay, yeah, let's get to the pictures. All right, very good. Let's get into it. Here's the pictures that Scott sent me. Okay, it looks like he had several of the tester paints out. He's got, what is that, like a light blue, a green, I think that's silver, white, yellow. He's got some markers like the silver here, the red, blue, more of a medium blue. And there's the lighting kit I sent him. He's got his X-Actos out. He's got his drills. He's paintbrush. He's all set to go. Then I noticed the Batmobile. What is that? Johnny Lightning or who did that? And I looked at it, and there's no heads there, guys. There's no heads there. So I started getting a little curious. I really did. I started getting a little curious. All right, next picture. Okay, now this is neat. Scott had to drill out the holes, and I thought he might. He drilled out the holes for the windshield, and it looks like Batman and Robin heads both. So, I expected that. The windshields I sent him, I didn't know if I made them, how long I've had them, if they're going to fit properly. So I know that if he had to bore out the holes from the dash, he was going to do that. So that's to be expected. Now this is a neat shot. I zoomed in too much. He's got the hole bored out for the turbo. He's got the whole board out there. So that's very cool. And it's a large light bulb compared to the hole, so he did an exceptional job getting that thing just right. You have to hit dead center. Don't do it off. It's not going to work. I've screwed him up. Okay, now this one he's showing us, kind of cool. He's got the silver on the front grill there and the lights. Love it. I absolutely love it. This one, a picture of just the back. He's got the turbo done in the silver, and he's got the back there in the silver, and it looks like he's got the rocket launchers painted up. Okay, good. Here's a view of the top, and he's got the radar and whatever's in front of Batman there, and he's got the vents in the back, and he's got Batman and Robin. It looks like he's got the arms painted in, that type of thing. And also he's got the, let's see, let's go back there. Yeah, he's got the turbo going on. He's got that. He's got that going on. Very good. Okay, good. Let me show you some more pictures. All right, good. Here's how he decided to attach the bulb, the red bulb, to the bottom of the chassis. Very similar to the way I did it, but it looks like he has it going both on both sides of the chassis there, and he does. He's got it going down both sides. And what's a kicker is if you haven't done this, you really don't know how much bulb you're going to need there at the end. And it looks like he was test fitting, and he's got probably more than enough there. So you got to figure that kind of stuff out, and it looks like he nailed it. Okay, and this is cool. This is cool. He's got it jacked up, but this is the Batmobile. No heads, no windshield, but he's got the body, looks like it's painted up, and he's got the turbo going on. I love it. I love it. I absolutely love it. Well done, sir. And the top view, now I tell you what, not easy to do. Not easy to do. The rocket launchers, I've developed a way to where if I use a tube, I can get a circle around the bottom of them and get them painted up all in one stroke. Batman and Robin, he's got it painted up. I would probably get an X-Acto and grab some of the paint off that shouldn't be there and clean it up a little bit. I don't know if he refined it at all, but overall he's got the gloves, he's got the green there, he's got the flesh tone on Robin. So again, very, very, very good. And here's a picture of the decal he got. When I was talking with Scott, he said that there's a decal he got with a white background. And he took an X-Acto knife and he trimmed them out. And I get it. I think it's a water decal. I might be wrong, but I think it's water decal is what he did. Here's the other side. Now, if we scroll in, it looks like there may have been an issue with the tip of the bat. I don't know. You know how water decals are, right? I mean, they're fussy, and if you got to work with what you got to work with, and if a little bit came off, hey, I get it. I totally get it. I think there's some more pictures. Just a sec. Okay, no, this is the last picture Scott sent me. And again, this is everything he used. And what was funny about it is he took, no, I take that back. Just a sec. I think there is another email. Just a sec. Yes, there is. Here, yes, I thought there was off the top of my head. I thought there was. Okay, here it is. What's funny is I said, hey, the other Batmobile from Johnny Lightning, it's missing the heads. He put the heads right there. He put the heads right there. Absolutely hysterical. I was laughing. Now, when I first saw the pictures, I saw what he did, and Scott was nice enough. He gave me a call that evening, and I said, hey, listen, Scott, you cheated. And he started laughing. Because he took the heads, instead of painting them up like I did, painstakingly painting up, he did it like that. But it's absolutely wonderful. It's his piece to do what he wanted with it. And he got the stripes on the wings there. He did good. I really think he did good. There's a top view. There's nothing about that. And I'm trying to look at the windshield's a little bit rough. I can't tell if they're ones I made or not. I have no idea. They might be, but that's probably what I was getting better at. And here's a good view of it. I love it. He's got it with the box and everything. Absolutely wonderful. The stripe here, and I'm going to critique the stripe here along the wheel wells. I've got a real good way to do that, and it shows up really, really good. You don't have to tape or anything. It's just a great way to do it. Now this is what's interesting. Okay, guys, this is what's very, very interesting. He's got a picture of 3 Batmobiles, right? 3 Batmobiles. The first one, obviously, Aurora. Obviously, that's an Aurora Batmobile. This middle one, that's one I made probably before 2000. And I had Batman and Robin painted up, and I did, just everything. That's the way I sold them. And he said that he had got this, he believed, like off of eBay. I mean, I couldn't believe that he had one that I actually painted up. That's obviously my doing. That's obviously my doing. And I was just absolutely flabbergasted when I saw this picture. I really was. And then this is the last one on the right here. That's the one he did. So he's got the original. He's got what I did. He's got what he's did. I think that's just a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful picture. I can't thank him enough for putting that in there. Well done, sir. All right, getting back out to the shop. So Scott did a good job. He did a good job. He really did. First time, I think it's his first time. I didn't ask, but it's probably his first time doing a Batmobile like that. And it's a fun project, guys. It does take time, but it's a fun project. And again, I love the light coming out the back there. You know, it just, that makes the Batmobile. Now, I'm inside, I'm editing the video that you're watching now, and I got an email notification that Terry Wood has finished the Lola. He got the salmon colored Lola GT. I'm going to go back inside and show you some pictures. He did an incredible job. Let me go ahead and go back inside. Okay, here's the pictures that Terry sent me. He gave me a little bit of a background as far as what we're looking at in the pictures here. He says the hardest part of this whole project was filling in the hole in the roof, because it was like a screecher when he got it. So he had a blank canvas. It was a salmon color, as you can see, and it looks like he got some contour putty or some body filler, and he filled it in. But he said that the hardest part was to get that hole filled in. You know, and I can imagine, because it's a big hole and you want it just as smooth as possible. And he loved the, he also said he loved the tough ones when they came out, because they always look like fast race cars. I'm with them there. They were like the fastest chassis that Aurora put out at that time, and the body styles that they were coming out with were, man, they were of the time superb. I really like it. All right, next picture. See what he's got here. Okay, this is, he filled in the roof. He filled in the hole. Now, when I first had the project, I didn't know if I was going to do something with the glass, because I got a windshield for it, and modify the glass and keep the hole. I didn't know. And so when I gave the project up, it was up to him, and he filled in the hole. So what I don't know, and I should have asked, I didn't have presence of mind. I emailed Terry back, but I should have asked, what did he do with the underside of the body? Because there's like, the hole had like a lip on the underside of the roof there, and you can't see it from here. So I was just curious if he ground it down or what he did with it. But he painted it the yellow. I love the yellow. It's like Aurora's lemon yellow type look. Great look, great look. And then he's got the decals on. He went put the decals on. Doesn't that look just like, you know, what you want there? And from the back view, wonderful. And I always like the way Terry does his landscape. He pays a lot of attention to landscape. I know I'm looking at the car, but I always like what he does with the rocks and the trees and everything. He always goes overboard with it. I love it. I love it. That's a compliment. So he did really, really, really good. I'm glad he finally got it done because it came out so good. I'm very pleased with it. Again, well done, sir. So Terry did a good job. He did a good job on that Lola. I'm glad he got it. He really likes the tough ones when they come out. I did too. I thought they were absolutely wonderful. And he got the decals on. He got it painted out. And I'm glad he's got it. He did the wider tires and everything. You know, it just came out really, 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 really good. Boy, I like the Maserati, you know what? All right, what else do I have going on for today? I've had these controllers, and it's with usually me and my granddaughter out here. But with other people out here, I don't have enough room. I would like to have this controller literally to be able to go to the other side of the table, because when you're here, you can you got a good view no matter what track you want to be on, you know? So I want the controller to be able to at least reach here. Yes, I get my tools out of the way, but that's where I want the controller, so I've got to lengthen it a bit. I've got my soldering iron out, I got the flux out. One thing I don't have, I thought I had a whole little bag of it. I had some heat shrink tubing that I was gonna put around the solder joint. In lieu of that, I've got some electrical tape, so we're gonna get after that next. Okay, the first thing I gotta do is figure out what wires I need. I'm gonna take the one controller here on the right, and it looks like this wire is going to the number 2 terminal. I'll get it from there, and over here, it looks like this one Okay, so let me go ahead and get these off, and then I'll be able to go ahead and start the soldering project. Okay, good. I just got the wires off the terminal track and off the transformer there, and I cut them. So let me go ahead and strip the wires, and then we'll go ahead and start the soldering. Got my soldering iron warming up here, and what I like to do, guys, is I like to fray the ends a little bit. I just got them, like I said a bit ago, I just got them stripped, but I'm going to spread out the ends there. Then when I stick them together like that, I'll just kind of wrap them around each other, and then we'll go ahead and dip them into the flux and get them all soldered up. All right, I got the first mesh together. You see how they kind of like wind around each other and stuff like that? I'm going to do that to the other set. And then again, I'm going to go ahead and put them into the flux, and then we'll get them soldered up. Both the joints are ready to go. Let me grab some flux. I got the flux on. One thing I don't have, I do at work, but they're like helping hands, like 2 alligator clips that are mounted, and then you can put these wires in whatever position you want. What I'm going to do is I'm going to heat up the flux there so it gets sucked into the wire, and then always heat up from the bottom and then put the solder on the wire, then it sucks it in there. Don't try to drip it over it or anything like that, or don't put the solder on the tip there. No, nonsense. Just put the, heat everything up, and then again, when that's good and hot and you see that the flux is sucked in there, just touch the solder to it and it'll just like, it'll just like seep right in. Okay, good. That's the first joint soldered up. Again, I just had the soldering iron underneath heating it up, and I just touched the solder to it and it soaks right in. Got both the joints soldered up. Now it's time for the electrical tape. Again, I wish I would have had the heat shrink. I like using the heat shrink. Electrical tape will work fine. And with the heat shrink, the only caution is before you solder the joints up, always make sure you got the heat shrink tubing on the wire before you do that. I have both the joints here taped up, and quite frankly, I'm thinking about probably after I go to work, getting some of the tubing and redoing that. As far as the clean, the way it looks and everything, but right now, for the purpose it's going to serve, I'm okay with it. I'm okay with it. And what I've done is I stretched the controller to where I want it. Again, if you're over here and you want to be able to see the whole table, that's where I want it, and I'm going to have enough to go to the transformer. And the other bit of it's here, so I'm going to rehook those back up. All right, give me just a second. Oh, one thing that crossed my mind, and I know there's a number of guys out there. Going, Jeff, there's wireless controllers. I know it. I'm well aware of that. I'm glad you're thinking about those. I might graduate to those one day, but for right now, I'm going with what I got. All right, let me hook these back up. Okay, good. That's a good distance away here, and you command the whole view of both the track layouts. You do from that vantage point. Go ahead and grab a car here. This is the inside lane controller. Yeah, see, so you can be here at the end of the table. You're running the inside, you get a good view. You're running the outside or the bigger layout, you get a good view. Fantastic. Let's see what it does look like. Bigger track, see what we get. Yeah, all the way down, looking good, looking good. Well, I like the contrast of the orange there to the black as far as the black in the track. All right, guys, I'm going to call it quits. I'm thinking about doing the other controller as well, just so you can get a little bit further down the straightaway there. We'll see if I do that or not. Hope you had fun, and boy, the Batmobile and both the Lola turned out great. Guys, let me know if you need anything. Take care. See ya.